So guys, I'm your host and you're watching Wrestle AI, your home for everything wrestling. Let's jump straight into today's video because there's a lot to talk about, from Kevin Owens' injury to Brock Lesnar's rumored retirement. Let's get started. So first up, let's talk about Kevin Owens, and this is a tough one. According to reports from PW Insider, WWE is describing Kevin Owens' current injury as awful. Yes, that's the actual word being used backstage. And honestly, it couldn't have come at a worse time. With WrestleMania just 2 weeks away, Kevin Owens was set to be part of a major match. But now, with this injury, everything's up in the air. WWE doesn't want to cancel any big matches this close to the show, but health always comes first. And that's something WWE takes very seriously. Owens is reportedly scheduled for neck fusion surgery, a major procedure that usually requires 6 to 9 months of recovery. So yes, Kevin Owens might be out for the rest of 2025. We might not see him back until next year. And even though that sucks, WWE is expected to give him the time he needs to recover fully so that he can return stronger and maybe even with a solid push. Even though he hasn't been picking up many victories lately, he's been involved in some massive storylines against Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. And maybe when he comes back, it'll be to win, not just participate. And for anyone still thinking this is a work, nope. This injury is 100% real. Owens broke character on TV. A known heel suddenly turned babyface to say goodbye. That says everything. WWE had already announced the match. If it were a storyline, they wouldn't just cancel it out of nowhere. So yeah, get well soon, KO. WWE fans and superstars alike are feeling that loss. Now let's talk about the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Just recently, a fan claimed that they met Lesnar and asked him if he would return to WWE. And according to this fan, Brock responded by saying, "No, I'm retired." The internet went crazy. Social media exploded. Everyone was reporting Brock Lesnar confirms retirement. But here's the thing, let's take a step back. We didn't hear this from Brock himself. This is all based on a random fan's claim. And honestly, no one knows who this fan even is. So either this guy is telling the truth and Brock really said that, or he's just trying to get clout and attention. But now, a new report has emerged, and it suggests that Brock never actually said he's retired. In fact, this might be complete nonsense. The fan may have lied or misinterpreted Brock's words. So what's the truth? Look, Lesnar is still under a legal cloud. Because of the lawsuit involving Vince McMahon, Brock's return is unlikely right now. But that doesn't mean he's retired. Brock doesn't just walk around telling strangers he's done. So until we hear from Brock or WWE officially, don't believe the rumors. And if this fan does meet Brock again, oof, he better be careful, because you don't want to spread fake news about the Beast. Finally, let's talk about Brock Lesnar and his current WWE contract status. The latest legit update? Lesnar is still with WWE, but his contract is frozen. Why? Because of some allegations that surfaced in late 2023. As soon as those came out, WWE hit the pause button on Brock's deal. What does frozen contract mean? It means if his contract was originally supposed to expire in, say, 2024, that end date is now on hold. Time isn't ticking. He's not being paid, but he's also not a free agent. He can't go to AEW or UFC or anywhere else. He's in contract limbo. If Lesnar clears his name, WWE could reactivate the contract and he'll have to work whatever time was remaining on the original deal. So no, Brock Lesnar hasn't retired, but he's definitely on ice for now. Speaking of legal trouble, let's get into the ongoing lawsuit involving Vince McMahon, a case that also includes Brock Lesnar. There's been a new development. Vince's legal team is now trying to move the case to arbitration, which means instead of continuing in court, it would be handled privately. Why? Because if this case goes public, things could get very ugly. But the opposing side, the party representing Janelle Grant, is pushing back. They're demanding more proof, more documents from WWE, travel logs, payment records, NDAs, and anything related to other female superstars who may have signed similar agreements. WWE, of course, is resisting. Their argument is, why are you asking for these documents now after all this time? You're just trying to drag the case out. They believe if this case goes on much longer, the truth will eventually come out, and not in the way the Grant side is hoping. So what happens next? A judge will soon decide whether the case will be moved to arbitration or stay in court. If it goes to arbitration, it'll be settled quickly and privately. If it stays in court, we could see even more documents, more names, and more heat on WWE and Vince McMahon. Both sides are playing it smart but shady. One is trying to hide, the other might be overreaching. One thing's for sure, this isn't over yet, but by the end of 2025, we might finally get some closure. Let's move on to a more nostalgic update now. Guys, it's been exactly 1 year since that unforgettable main event at WrestleMania 40 Night 2, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes in the Bloodline Rules match. And what a cinematic ending that was! We saw Jey Uso taking out Jimmy. Solo Sikoa tried helping Roman but got wrecked by none other than John Cena. Then The Rock entered and took out Cena. Seth Rollins came in wearing his old Shield gear but got attacked by Roman with steel chairs. Then came the ultimate moment. Undertaker arrived, delivered a chokeslam to The Rock, and disappeared. And in the chaos, Cody Rhodes hit Roman Reigns with Crossroads, finishing his story and becoming the undisputed WWE champion. Today marks 365 days of Cody's reign. So my question to you is, has Cody's run as champion lived up to your expectations? Let me know, yes or no. From my side, I think it started off a bit slow, but it's shaped up really well over time. For a post-Roman title reign, this is pretty solid. Let's wrap up with something a little lighter. The updated WrestleMania 41 betting odds. Some very interesting numbers here, and they might just spoil the outcomes. Let's go match by match. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Favorite Jade Cargill, 1.163 odds. Underdog Naomi, 4.5 odds. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Favorite Logan Paul, 1.4 odds. Underdog AJ Styles, 2.7 odds. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, Night 1 main event. Favorite CM Punk, 1.29 odds. Underdogs Roman and Seth, 3.75 each odds. CM Punk's odds jumped after Paul Heyman confirmed he'll be in Punk's corner. Interesting, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, Undisputed Championship. Favorite, John Cena, 1.44 odds. Underdog Cody Rhodes, 2.62 odds. Cena is just a win away from becoming a 17-time world champion. Insane. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. U.S. title. Heavy favorite Jacob Fatu, 1.1 odds. Underdog LA Knight, 6.5 odds. Looks like Fatu is getting a monster push. Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton, SmackDown Women's title. Odds are completely equal, 1.833 for both. This match is off script and chaotic already, and these odds just add more fire. Jey Uso versus Gunther, World Heavyweight title. Favorite Jey Uso, 1.13 odds. Underdog Gunther, 5.0 odds. This could be the moment Jey finally breaks through. There are a few matches that are not officially confirmed yet, like Damian versus Drew, and the Women's World title match featuring Rhea Ripley, so no odds for those yet. And of course, the Kevin Owens match, sadly canceled. So that's it, guys. Those were all the latest major updates from the world of WWE. What do you think about these WrestleMania betting odds? Are they accurate? Or do you think there's going to be some major upsets? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wrestle AI. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye and thanks for watching.